Hello, welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I'm Ian.
And today we are taking a look at Splatterhouse, a classic from 1988, developed and published by Namco, who would, as we know now, would eventually merge with Bandai to become Namco Bandai.
Well, yeah.
But Namco, they made some pretty groundbreaking games. They made Pac-Man.
Yeah.
It's like one of the icons of video games. They made the Soul Calibur series.
They did, yeah.
Which is
yeah.
in competition, of course, with the Mortal Kombats and Tekkens and Street Fighters. But Soul Calibur's held its own throughout the years, and of course they have produced and published 4 Splatterhouse games. And this is the first one from, as I said, 1988, and it is, as you can see already, it's a beat 'em up slasher.
Yeah,
And
side-scrolling slasher.
Side-scrolling arcade. And this is to say that this was a fairly big hit in the arcade machines. It only ever got ported, that's Splatterhouse 1, only ever got ported, I think, to PC and to the TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah, yeah.
But with that being said, there was a couple of limitations with the TurboGrafx port in that it was missing some sound effects. Some of the weapons weren't there.
Yeah.
And some of the animated intro that we saw where Rick and Jennifer go into, I think it's West Mansion.
Yeah.
And I don't think all of those bits made it into that version. But what I can say right now off the bat with Splatterhouse is that growing up as a child with my Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, I played Splatterhouse 2 and 3 a fair amount.
Yeah.
And I was a big fan of those games. So I never really got to play Splatterhouse 1 until recently, when it's become a lot more available. People sort of celebrating retro games. You can get the ROMs and you can download or play emulators.
Yeah.
Or there's other ways now to get hold and play the Splatterhouse games. But I wanted something as a companion piece to the Hellraiser reviews that we've just recently released. And
yes.
I died. And you die. As the first step, yeah, as you say, Ian is at the controls for this one. Kind of seems to be our retro guru, as I kind of suffer quite a bit when I play this game. Pinhead would be happy. But I couldn't believe it that there's no Hellraiser games. There's not one after
Not
9...
even Hellworld?
Well, Hellworld has a crappy flashy game
Yeah.
in it, but anyway. But yeah, there's no Hellraiser games. And I did actually do some research, and there was at one point a Hellraiser game in development.
Yeah.
And it was based on the Wolfenstein engine, where you played a character that looked strikingly like Clive Barker.
Right.
And instead of having the gun in front of you, it's both hands holding the lament configuration, and you wander around a Wolfenstein maze fighting Cenobites and monsters, and the bosses include Pinhead,
Weird.
the demon from the what do you call it, the devil, the demon from the end of Hellraiser 1,
Yeah.
a couple of other Cenobites, and but it was I don't think they had the license to it. They didn't have the rights to make a Hellraiser video game, and plus I think they were making it for the Nintendo as well. And the cartridge, they had to make a super advanced cartridge which had triple the normal amount of programming required to run it. And so they realized that this game was going to be a mature rating for Nintendo.
Yeah.
That it was going to cost them an arm and a leg to actually make this game, which was almost finished, and then to actually sell it, because the cartridge was going to cost 3 times that of a normal game. And not only that, they were limiting their market by making it a mature game, so the game just got scrapped. But there are still bits of it on YouTube where people have salvaged bits and pieces of it, so it's kind of an interesting thing to look at.
Well, I mean, after games like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre, those games weren't brilliant.
No.
They were just kind of cash-ins to the film. So trying to do by the time they come to do a Hellraiser one, you're like, look at these horror games, they're not doing very well because, well, they're poor imitations of the films that we're trying to replicate.
Yeah, and just on a side note as well, there was also a Child's Play video game that never saw the light of day.
Yeah,
where
I wonder why.
You were going to play the psychotic.
That's
That's the word I was looking for. The psychotic Chucky. and you were going to run around and basically kill people
I
and
love
try
that.
and put your soul into a person
Yeah.
to get out of the doll. And, it had some interesting artwork and concepts, but yeah, again, never saw the light. I just think it's amazing that so many of these horror franchises never saw the light of day when you have a game like this, which pretty much has a character looking like Jason Voorhees.
Yes. Yeah. He's Jason Voorhees walking around. And I mean, what is it? It's the mask is possessed.
It's known as
demon in
the
it?
Terror Mask, yeah. And you play Rick, who is a parapsychology student who has come to this house with his girlfriend Jennifer to investigate. Subsequently, Jennifer, I think, is captured by a demonic entity or a crazy person, or the owner of the mansion who's performing these experiments with the occult. Rick, I think, is mortally wounded and places the terror mask on his face because it calls to him, and it gives him the superpowers and buffs him up to... No, wait a minute. It doesn't buff him up to the size he is now, because from the intro screen, we saw that Rick was an absolute beefcake just walking into the house.
Yeah. Yeah, he just starts off as this hulking muscle mass walking in like, I just need the mask to look like Jason, you know?
It's like armor. I don't know. So it is, as you can see, a very simple game where you have your score, your health bar, and whatever item you're carrying.
Yeah.
You can only move left and right. There's no sort of three-dimensional plane where you move up and down, although some levels enable you to sort of fall down holes and progress further, but it still then just becomes a case of left and right. There's not so many alternate routes through the levels. The game can be completed in about 25 minutes.
Oh, motherfucker.
But that's provided you know where all the enemies spawn, where to stand on each of the levels, and how to get the weapons you need to fight some of the bosses. Because the Splatterhouse series of games is notoriously difficult.
I defeat the boss. Yes.
Oh no, but you didn't move from
the
chandelier.
From the chandelier. I forgot about it.
So as you can see, it's a very punishing game. You have so many lives, or you have life, and when all your life's gone, you lose a life, and then once all of your lives are gone, you have to restart the level from the beginning again, and it's kind of punishing.
Yes.
But at the same time, whilst you're playing it, you get that feeling like I could probably do better next time.
Yeah.
Because, as I said, the game is relatively simplistic. Left, right, punch and kick, high and low, coupled with a sort of sliding kick.
Yeah, he's got a sliding kick attack, which helps with some of the enemies that are
low
double
to the ground.
Health. Yeah,
or have double health, and you will hit them multiple times. So, as I've said, it's quite simple.
Yes.
But it's difficult. So you kind of... But it's rewarding when you get to the next level, because you know then if you lose or you continue, you at least start at that level, not the beginning of the game again.
Yeah.
Which I believe we are currently at.
Well, no, this is the
second
level.
stage.
Yeah,
it is, yeah.
Second stage, because I already defeated the first boss, but yeah, I've got to go back and now work my way through to get to that fucking psychic room boss thing, whatever the fuck that is.
So I can honestly say that I've never completed any of the Splatterhouse 1, 2, or 3 games. Although I'm glad to say that I've tried, and that I still continue to enjoy, and that whenever I go on a retro binge gaming session, I'll at least play Splatterhouse for 5 to 10 minutes just to see how far I can get this time.
Yeah.
And then I'll move on to another retro game.
No bastard.
But it's one of those that I always come back to, just because it's had that lasting impact on me from my childhood. And you know, I was surprised when I looked at this game predates Mortal Kombat by 4 years in terms of being hyper gory for a game.
Yeah.
And I always remember, I think it's probably Splatterhouse 2 and 3 that really did this, or Splatterhouse 1 right now, where when you hit the enemies and they go flying up against the wall and disintegrate and slide down, and it was just... I'd never seen that in a game before.
No.
It's just like, wow, that's so gory and cool. Coupled with great sound effects and an even better music score.
It's one of those games that you could really... You could, even at an older age, you could sit there in the dark and still feel a chill going across your back as you're walking around the sewer trying to smash the crap out of slime monsters.
Absolutely. Now it's important. I think you pick up the weapon again. You can.
I
You can't
lost it in the water.
No, you can pick it up again. Because if you move too far, you won't be able to pick it up. Because fighting these monsters without that weapon is suicidal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I dropped my stick.
You can pick it up though, even though you can't see it. You can pick it up.
It's
I learned
somewhere
that.
on my feet. Yeah.
It is. You just have to pick it up, and that's, again, another difficulty about the game is that the weapons do break. They're only temporary. But
See,
it'll last you just long enough to get through this section.
when I was younger, these were always the games I wanted to play because they just looked so cool, and I was a big fan of horror movies, and it
Yes,
just had
yeah.
everything in it that I wanted. But the first one was so difficult to get across to
get hold of,
Get
yeah.
hold of, yeah. And then trying to convince your parents that hey, I want to play Splatterhouse 2 or 3, and they're like, there's a man on the front with a hockey mask cutting heads off of monsters. Oh, you fucker.
That's the reason why my parents purchased me the game. They had a different outlook, I think.
Drop it again.
I do think, I can't remember which one, but I think Splatterhouse 2 or 3 actually came on like one of those multi-cartridges where they had like 2 or 3 games on there.
What, for the Mega Drive?
For the Mega Drive, yeah. So I can't remember which one it was, but that was how I first, I think, came across Splatterhouse. I can honestly say that this Splatterhouse is sort of the medium in difficulty. I think Splatterhouse 2 is the most difficult in the series.
Yeah.
Splatterhouse 3 is a lot easier because you can have the 3-dimensional movement of moving up and down. And then Splatterhouse 4, which I think was 2010, when it's the last iteration in the series, has varying levels of difficulty and actually has a difficulty choice option, whereas none of the arcade or early Splatterhouse games do.
Yeah, Splatterhouse 2 I played on my little retro handheld, and it was
It's so difficult.
fucking hard.
I cannot get past the elevator level on that game, and yes, we're going to have a look at Splatterhouse 2 next Friday. I'm going to look at the Splatterhouse games throughout this month of October, and I can only imagine that our Splatterhouse 2 video will probably be about 7 minutes long.
yeah, probably.
Before the control pad gets lodged through the TV.
What I thought was a cool motif for the third Splatterhouse game was the map that they give you, and it
Yes.
actually has good and bad endings. And I'm like, on a Mega Drive game?
Yeah,
that's
you can almost secure yourself that bad ending, I think, almost straight away, because even though the third game is easier, it puts you on a timer.
Get over here. I'm gonna stand here.
Yeah, wait from that chandelier.
Now I killed the boss.
Yes. On to the next level, right?
Next level, yeah. Oh, the suffering. The suffering. This is why I'm playing this, because if I gave Gary the joypad, it'd be Catherine all over again, wouldn't it?
It would be, I would just be raging.
Yes.
Yeah, and so thank you for
bringing that up again.
yes, thanks very much. So this is a tricky level, and it's kind of advised that even though you've given a shotgun, you're like, great, bang, 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 bang. No, you actually want to save that shotgun and
I wasted an ammo.
until you get to the boss. And as you can see there, it just kind of encroached on the left side of the screen, and it's kind of like a force wall barrier where if it does hit you or catch up to you, it will knock you.
I was supposed to duck. I was
Yeah.
supposed to duck.
And obviously it hits you, it's going to take a life away and bump you into the screen and cause problems. But at least you lost, you continue, so you can restart
I could
at
just
this level.
Yeah, I could just start on this level,
And
which is further than I think I've ever gotten before on
Well,
Splatterhouse.
it says something.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I love the aesthetic visual design for Splatterhouse. You know, these dog monsters, which we'll see eventually in Resident Evil. You know, there is a boss at the end of this level, which I think Resident Evil has used like 6 times already. And it's the guy with the bag over his head, wielding not one chainsaw, but dual wielding chainsaws. And I'm just like, wow, Splatterhouse, as far as I'm aware, did the chainsaw wielding psychopath first.
Fucking dog! Yeah, there. He's got 2 chainsaws on his arms and a bag, and you're just like, who designed that? Somebody sat there and went, "We need a boss, right?" Yeah, 2 chainsaws on his arms and a bag on his head, and he'll be hard as nails. It's like, really? I like that I've never noticed that before. The dog actually eats the flesh of the dead monster.
Yeah. There's other moments in the game later where there are corpses or there's other people in varying stages of I don't know,
Decomposition.
I mean, look at that. What is that? It's a baby with a huge head. It's a fetus mud monster thing. Don't you have to jump over these, otherwise a watery hand will reach up and grab you and pull you to your instant death. Good luck, good luck. Oh, you got some rocks. You need the rocks. You gotta fight the bats. Nice. Throw the rock. Oh.
I need to jump over this.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Drop the.
No,
No!
the spike! I'm just gonna blast this guy.
Oh, no.
I lost the shotgun.
No.
Lost their life. Oh my god. Where's Dark Souls when you need it? You know.
At least Dark Souls, you can go back and get your souls.
Yeah. You can poison, use your shield, and all that kind of stuff.
Now you're left with is a rock.
Fucking get that.
And you just look at that. You threw a rock at him. This guy was hung from a tree.
Yeah.
And you threw a rock at him, and he disintegrated from the waist down before event. It kind of reminds me of that big, what's it? The zombie they pull out of the well. In The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Come on, you little bastards.
And I just love, the way that you punch them so hard they just disintegrate as well. I love the weapons, smacking enemies against the foreground, the background.
There we go.
There's the
Bang,
bag-headed
bang,
chainsaw-wielding monster.
Bang.
Nice, and
bang,
again, and again.
Bang.
And again.
Bang.
And again.
Bang. I'm out.
Take him down.
Come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker. I'm gonna take you.
Come on. Oh,
it got me.
No.
Ah, it got me in the head. Oh. I hit him with like 6 shotgun rounds. You need like 10 rounds.
You need like 10 rounds. The only way to get him is with dual-wielding
shotguns. Which, I mean, back in the day, you would not think that. You'd be wasting the shotgun and be like, yeah, I'm all right. And then get to the boss, you'd be like, oh, shit.
Yep. And then you'd be like, right, quickly chuck some more coins into the arcade machine because, of course, arcades are notoriously difficult.
Oh, you little bastard. What I may have to do is, if I can... There we go.
Nice. That's the sliding
That's
kick.
the sliding kick.
And it's pretty much a special move in a way because it is pretty overpowered.
It is his most powerful maneuver, but you have to. Oh, you little bastard! Oh, you little bastard! You! I just saw it slide. I'm gonna. Oh wow! I didn't know this. I thought it was death.
I thought it was death. I guess it.
Oh no! It will be death.
I think it still will.
It will be death in a minute.
Because you've got no weapons, you've got minefields, and you've got the water monsters that pulled you down.
Jumping kicks.
Jumping kicks hit him in one.
Seem to. Don't look that way.
No need for a piss now, Rick.
Yeah, don't. Boom.
Nice. Dodge the mines. Jump, kick, punch,
kick, jump, kick. Oh! Man, this is tough.
It is incredibly tough.
But it's so enjoyable as well.
That's what I mean. You just want to keep playing it.
Yeah, I just want to keep going on. I'm just like, right, next, right, jump.
And like I said, knowing that it's only really 7 levels long, it kind of feels like if when you die, it's your fault because you can learn the patterns.
Yeah.
The enemies spawn in the same spots at the same time, move the same speed, and nothing changes. So you just have, it's a case of learning it and slowly making progress as you go. It does feel a little the bosses are very frustrating though. If you don't know where to stand or you didn't get the weapons to that point and you don't know that going into the level.
Yeah, you're pretty screwed.
Absolutely.
Did I just miss the? No, I didn't.
No, I think it just took you to the other side of the bridge.
God damn you,
you
game!
went through all of that just to get to the other side of the bridge. Exactly. So it was
fucking
almost.
Rock, yeah.
And I think you've now also missing one of the shotguns that you need.
I know. As soon as I got grabbed, I lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, jump. Right, come on, fuckers. Come on, fuckers.
You need all the life you're gonna have.
I'm badass Rick. Yeah.
Very good. Very
right.
good.
Right, where are you?
Here he goes.
Boom, motherfucker. Boom, motherfucker. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Keep doing it.
Boom.
One shot left.
Boom.
There we go.
Right. Oh.
I don't know. I don't think there is a way to do it without, because he just. I mean, he wants to get into melee combat with the chainsaw wielding psychopath.
Need that second shot. I tried to do the slide attack, but he had his chainsaws out already, so he was hitting me before I could even get onto the floor.
And I think it's checkpointed you here, actually, not at the beginning of the level. So
I'm just gonna have to.
You're just gonna have to find a way.
Find a way. You're taking over after this.
You're going to give me the Splatterhouse too, eh?
Yeah, actually, you can have the hardest one.
Great. Look forward to that one next week.
Come on, shotgun. Right. Mr. Chainsaw Welding Man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8.
Last shot. Now it's time melee time. He gets the first hit. Oh, that's new.
Hey,
oh, you got it!
motherfucker, get some!
I'm going to say you cheesed him.
I did. I cheesed him. I don't care. I got to stage 4. I'm good.
Well, Iain, you're keeping the video going. I was going to call it early, but
Yeah, well, skills, mate. Skills.
let's take a look at the next level.
Huh, speared.
Nice, got a couple more spears there.
Speared. Oh, God. I can't see.
Watch the hole in the floor.
Boom,
Nice.
motherfucker. Huh.
And another one coming out of the doorway. He's just there.
Oh, I
He's
missed
just
him.
lurking.
Oh,
Oh,
I missed him. In the hole.
just love
Yeah, in
the
the hole.
background art design. Just skeletons impaled.
Oh,
The monster design, like I said, the music.
Oh, blade,
no, the
blade.
spinning
spinning blade.
Saw traps. You got to be careful because there's going to be another one right on the other side of it. You got to time it. You got to time it.
He got my ankle. He got my ankle.
And of course, the baby fetus monster just
He's
goes
coming
right through
back.
it.
He was coming back. Is that the last checkpoint? Or was that the last? Oh no, I got one more continue.
Going in.
I'm going back in. I just saw the number pop up again. I don't know if this game gives you.
I think
gives
it
you
does still
unlimited.
give you unlimited continues,
which is nice.
which is very nice. I don't ever remember, because obviously I was a big Sega Mega Drive, Sega Genesis fan.
Yeah.
I did have a couple of Game Genies, or what else were they called? I think there was another one as well.
A Game Shark, I think.
Game
that
Shark or
was it.
something as well. But I had a couple of them, and I don't ever remember Splatterhouse having any codes whatsoever to alleviate the stress or have infinite health or infinite weapons or level skips or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
so I never really got to see what was really beyond some of these levels until some expert retro gamers out there make the long play videos on YouTube themselves, and then you go, that's how you do it.
Oh, what
You just gotta wait.
Oh.
It's kind of one of those like loading screens. It's like you can't come here yet until the game's ready.
This is the
Love
furthest
mirror
I've
room.
ever got.
Be careful of the mirror room because you're gonna fight an alternate you.
That's
I
so
remember
cool.
seeing this as
Hello.
well. The first time ever seeing this.
I'm Rick.
Oh no!
Oh, motherfucker.
It's evil Rick.
Oh,
And he's flying kicked you in the face.
Why kick me in the face? He's hard as nails. He's got all his slide attacks and
He has all the abilities you do.
look at me. I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. He's just a hulking mass. I like his little saggy ass that he's got on the back as well. That's kind of funny. Oh, you! Come on, fucker. Come on. I'm gonna beat the shit out. Oh, he melted the dust.
There's gonna be another one.
Yeah, but where's
Which one's
he
it
gonna
gonna
pop
be?
out?
Not that one. Next one. It's gonna be the next one. It's gonna be this.
I'm gonna wait till the screen
Catches
moves
up.
across so I can.
There he is. It was. I was right.
Come on, motherfucker. Oh, gotcha.
Dusted him. I think
Dusted.
you're gonna have one more.
Yeah, one more, and I've
Gonna
got.
be the next one. The next one.
Wait for it to move. Stop saying that! It's catching me out.
There he is. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Get him. Get him.
Oh,
He
you
kicked you in the
mother
nuts.
fudger. You mother fudger. Man, these games are so hard. But so entertaining as well. You know, if you're a horror fan, you've never played it.
You have to.
You have to.
Even if you don't get very far, just enjoy the aesthetics, the look of the game, enjoy the music that came with the game, some of the sound effects, and know that this was the late 80s.
Yeah.
It's just for me, I was blown away by the Splatterhouse games, and I'm kind of dreading getting to the second one.
Well, if you really want, I'll play it.
I
You know.
I think I'll have a go just to highlight how difficult it is.
Yeah. Oh man, he took so much health off me, that one. I gotta fight the third one
With one bar. You can't
One
get hit.
bar.
You just can't get hit.
Don't say that, because I'm gonna get hit as soon as he comes out.
Alright guys, well we're gonna call an end of the video there. So
Yes.
thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Of course, Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, and Hellraiser 4 Bloodline will be going up next Tuesday and next Thursday, and we'll be back next Friday with a look at Splatterhouse 2. Of course, you can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.
Happy Halloween.